Lux Tribe. What's going on, Lux Tribe? We're back. We are back. This is your girl Onye. One Deluxe. We are back in session. Today we're going to be talking about the travel show that I did go on. This happened end of March and actually coincided with the Japanese cherry blossom blooms. So I got a chance to go in and see there. But what are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about what I actually encountered during the DC travel show. We're going to talk about the little tips and tricks that I got from all of the speakers that were there. We're also going to be talking about a lot of the cool trips that I ran into there, right? I actually attended this trip with a friend of mine who's also Fitz Venture Travel. She does a lot of destination trips. And so she and I went there together. We've known her for a long time, and we went together to enjoy the travel show and see what it's about, right? If you guys want any more information on Fitz Venture Travel, please go ahead and look either in the description below, or I'm probably gonna pop it up over here somewhere. Go look it up. This is a very, very good way to go on a trip that's very easy. Itinerary is already booked and planned for you. There's tons of activities for you to do as a group, right? So you don't feel like you're alone, right? And she's so good, so good, right? The Fitz Venture trip is happening in May. Is going to be at Cape Holker, which I believe I think there may be still a few. There must be a few slots available. If not, I believe last I checked it was already, it was about 3-4 slots available. So do go ahead and check Fitz Venture Travel and see what's about. Like, again, this is One Deluxe. We try as best as possible to make traveling easy for you. We do try and make sure you're traveling smart and you're not traveling stressed. Okay, so back to the travel show. This happened March 29th. I do actually have a brochure here. Sorry, I need my coffee. So, I actually have a brochure here. This happened in March 29th to the 30th. So it was on a Saturday to a Sunday. Japanese cherry blossom bloom. So it was really, really a great weekend altogether. I did actually do a TikTok on the location that I stayed on. If you were interested in me doing a full breakdown of that location, which was the Royal Sonesta in Capitol Hill. So good. I rate that hotel. From the front desk experience to the little cute French restaurant that's in there. It's so cute. But we'll get back into that later. So, what was the convention about? Well, it had a lot of like travel show booths that were there. So there were people that were selling trips. Not necessarily selling like what are they called? What are they called? It's slipping my mind. It's like literally the tip of my tongue, but I can't even remember the name. But they're pretty much selling you trips, right? And they're giving you different types of way to compile your trips together. What I will say is, if you haven't gone to a travel show, you really should go to one. Yeah, so there were a lot of different kinds of trips for you to go on, depending on what you were interested in. So each individual booths were there. If you were not there for those booths, if you don't want to go for those booths, you just want to hear people speak, that was actually one of my favorite parts, right? So on Saturday, like, this is what the schedule looked like for all the speakers. We had Andrew McCarthy that spoke. We had Peter Greenberg. That, honestly, guys, that was my favorite. That was one of my favorite. And his trip was pretty much what the travel industry won't tell you and what you need to know and use in 2025. I got so much tips from him in regards to what to travel, what to do when you're traveling, even when you're booking stuff, what to do. And don't worry, we are here at One Deluxe. We go to these events to bring back a lot of industry knowledge to share with you so you can travel easy and smarter. Okay, he's one of my main favorite. There was another one that I actually enjoyed. I'm trying to find it here to see where it was at, because this was Saturday. This was, let's see, where is it? I can't find it. But this was someone else. This was traveling. This is Savage because Savvy. Savvy. Angel Castellanos. Yes, the ultimate guide for better travel in 2025. He's a world travel expert, journalist, TV host, and he's also actually the tour guy on like the YouTube channel called The Tour Guide. Very, very interesting person to talk to even hear his travels, his tips. And the beautiful thing about him was like a lot of the things that he shared, we already know here in Wonderlost, right? It was just a good, oh yeah, we're on point with the travel industry. We're on the same page with them, and that's what we want to consistently share with you guys. How best to prepare yourself. Right. So Angel Castellanos was one of my favorites too. Him and Peter Greenberg. Peter Greenberg just knocked it out the park for me, honestly. If you don't know Peter Greenberg, he's an Emmy Award-winning investigative reporter, producer, and CBS travel editor. Y'all, you need a Peter Greenberg in your life, honestly. Like, I can't even say more than that. And so we walked around the booths, went to those speakers, listen to those speakers, right? Gain a lot of knowledge from them, and then visit the booths to see, okay, what kind of trips are out there. Like different countries have different tourism marketing plans out there where they're trying to get people to come into their country and visit their country more. You can't always go to the Parises, the Barcelonas, but there are all the places in the world that are so much more beautiful as well and have a lot to offer you as well. And so I walked around and tried to find different excursions, different little packages. Now, of course, a lot of these packages were exclusive to the travel show, right? But there's always a workaround to there. Now, before I do go into the other parts of the travel show, there are two things that I do want to touch on, right? First things first, you should go to a travel show. You should go to a travel show. The demographic in that travel show was a bit older in age, right? And so that's who they were selling to, right? Timeshares, that's what I remember. There are some people that sell timeshares there too, but there are others that don't. They're older in group, right? In age. And I think the missed out demographic on there really is millennials, Gen Zers, Gen Xers. You guys should go to travel shows. You really should, because you get a lot of industry knowledge. You're traveling as well, right? So you want to make sure that maybe there's a trip that you don't want to sit there and plan the entire thing for yourself. You can always come to Wanderlust. But if you don't want to and you want to take on that to yourself, go to a travel show where you can get some of these packages. Guys, you are missing out. Do not wait until you're older in age for you to experience a lot of these things. Don't wait till you're older in age to decide you want to travel the world. Because a lot of things that those who are older in age say is they wish they had began earlier. So do yourself a favor. Go to a travel show. The next travel show is the second I wanted to say. The next travel show that's going to be happening in DC, for those of you who are in the DC metro area or in the East Coast, it will be happening in January. Now, I know it's going to be a little cold, but it will be happening in January. You should go. Your girl will be there. Your girl's going to try and get a booth there as well. So come say hi to me, and I'll keep y'all posted if I can get a booth there. But, guys, travel shows are the thing. So, the hotel I stayed at, really quick, right? The hotel I stayed at in DC was the Royal Sonesta, Capitol Hill. That's the location. They have two locations, but I stayed at the one in Capitol Hill because it was really close to the Union Station, right? Got there on Friday. That hotel, oh my God. It's beautiful, it's clean, it's so spacious. There's a video that I'm going to show you guys, like how spacious it is. And the one thing that I really loved about it, honestly, like mine is the cute little French restaurant that if you're ever in that area, go try. Their brunch is really good too. Outside of the experience I got there with the front desk personnel, very kind, very nice, very helpful. outside of the cleanliness of the hotel itself, outside of the beautiful bathrooms, oh my God, they were so, 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 so beautiful. The one thing I loved about it was the safety feature, right? One, to get into your hotel, to get up on the elevator, you do need your key card. I am beginning to love that with hotels. Any hotels that has that, I really love that, because not any Tom, Dick, and Harry just walk in there, right? That's one. The main thing here is this thing right here, this video right here. They actually have those door stoppers now in their hotel rooms where you can just flip it open and no one can come into your room without you knowing. And it's bolted into the wall. This is steel. It's bolted into the wall that if someone were to open it from the outside while you're in your room and push it open, you will hear it and it's not going to move. No matter how much pressure you put on it, it's not going to break. Females, solo travelers, that you're traveling out there and you're trying to make sure you are safe, hotels that have these are looking out for you. That is one of the reasons why I'm rating this hotel a 9 out of 10. Right? I am rating a 9 out of 10, y'all. It's so beautiful, it's so nice, and they really do think about your safety. So, now, let's go into, drumroll please, some of the show booths that I stopped at for you guys. First stop, where I stopped at, it wasn't the first place I stopped at, but it was one of the places that I actually liked. And I said, okay, no, for those that do life travel to the islands, this is the one place that people don't really go to that often. I think we really should. But it is St. Lucia. St. Lucia. They were so nice when I stopped at that table. The women, amazing. And they were like, yeah, you should come. Here is a campfire. And we got to talking about St. Lucia. The one thing I would say about St. Lucia, it is beautiful. They do have different resorts for you to stay at if you want to stay at resorts. They look really, 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 really nice, honestly. There is a, and yeah, it's about like the tourism authority that actually is the one that was at that booth. And they were trying to bring people in. Like anything that's tourism, and anyone that that you're speaking to that is specifically tourism, Ireland tourism, Spain tourism, I don't know, Texas, whatever the case may be, they'll probably have a whole lot of information for you and possibly an inn for you with the best places to stay, right? And like safety wise and everything like that, like because they're really trying to pull tourists into their country, so of course they're going to try to make it as safe as possible for you so you can go have a great time and come back, right? The one reason why I am putting out St. Lucia here is primarily because of this. If y'all can see this, St. Lucia is having a Jazz and Arts Festival, which begins April 30th to May 11th. Now, when I saw this, your girl was like, ooh, let me book a quick trip to St. Lucia, because on May 10th, there is going, in that festival, right, there's going to be Summer Walker that's going to be there. But also, Ruger, if you guys know who Ruger is, Nigerian artist. But my favorite so far this year, Joe Duet File. If you have not heard any of his songs, where you at? Where you at? Because I will also be at Afro Nation this year, and he is going to be performing. So if you haven't seen any of the videos yet, I went to Afro Nation last year. We did it, I think we did it right, but this year we're going to do it even better, right? We still have the gold passes to be up front and stage, same hotel rooms. Then I'm actually gonna go live this time around for you guys, a whole package, and I'm still planning for the remainder of the trip, a whole month-long trip, guys. And I will be taking you guys with me on how I'm planning it, which of course you guys already know. I'm already planning this trip, and it's for me and a whole group of people, right? So I'll let you guys know in that whole thing in my next video. But this is St. Lucia's festival, right? And the carnival, July 1st to 23rd. That's when the whole carnival thing begins there. I want to go, but I will not be in the country. I will not be in this side of the world in the month of July. So That's not happening for me, but for you guys that are interested in St. Lucia, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. If you're going to be in St. Lucia during that time, or you're planning a trip during that time, they have a bunch of festivals that are happening. A bunch of them. A bunch of them. So, guys, go. I'm going to try and see if I can post this up on either our Instagram page so you guys can save this. Save it. Hint, hint, save it, please. So you guys can plan accordingly and just plan little small trips here and there. St. Lucia, if you're in the States, St. Lucia is not that far from you guys. And if you plan way ahead of time, especially if you don't have enough time for the festival, but you have time for the carnival, it's in July. We're in April. About to hit May. You have time. Plan accordingly. What's the next one? Well, before we continue, did you subscribe? Did you hit the like button? Did you comment? Or hit the notification bell? If you haven't, go ahead and hit subscribe to our channel. Go ahead and hit the notification bell so you are aware whenever we post new content out here for you guys. Because you guys do want those travel tips, those travel secrets, those traveling guides. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel, and enjoy your trip. Go plan that trip. Or come to us and we'll plan it for you. Okay? Back to the show. All right. So the next stop that I went to, was actually one of the first stops that I did go to, was this dive-in excursion type booth, right? And I was curious. I don't dive. Fitz, one of my friends, Tiffany, she dives. Well, yeah, right? So, and that's what Fitzventure really is all about, like traveling yet being active, right? And seeing different things. So I saw it and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. So I stopped in the lady and the first thing she asked me is, so do you like to dive? I'm like, not really, but I'm interested in what this is. Well, yes, it does say Washington show specials, but you know, there's always a special. Anyway, because you are special. That was a little cheesy. But what this is, as she explained it to me, was you pretty much get on, it's a dive-in boat where you get to spend time on there. If you're a solo traveler, it's fine for you. If you're a group traveler, it's fine for you too as well. But you get to actually stay on the boat. Like you're literally living on the boat for a specific amount of time. And that boat, right? That boat, yeah, whatever you want to call it, it moves from one location to another location. And all you're doing is when you get to one location, you dive and enjoy that location. And then you move to the next location. You have cabins in that particular vessel as well. And the locations that they go to is St. Saba and St. Kitts, right? Turks and Caicos, the Red Sea, Maldives. Maldives would be so cool to dive in. The Galapagos Island, guys. The Galapagos Island. Now that one's a bit more expensive because the Galapagos Island is expensive, no matter what you do. They do have one in Palau and then also Indonesia. So this one, for those of you that are more of the activity, the connoisseur of doing extreme things, this is for you. This is for you, right? They're called Explorer Ventures Fleets. They're called Explorer Venture Fleets. I'm also going to post this on our Instagram. Our Instagram is @1deluxe_official. I'm going to post these on there as well so you guys can save for your own future plannings. Again, if you want to, please reach out to me. If you guys want to plan trips around this. Again, it is good for solo travelers. Solo travelers, you will just get placed with a group already. But if you travel in a group and you want to rent the whole boat out, which I think is going to be so much fun. Like, think about it, like 6, 7 of your friends, 12 of your friends, and you guys are all just literally commandeering one vessel, and you guys are on the ship together. I think that'd be so much fun. But then again, if you're a solo traveler, it's also a great way to make friends and also be safe. So, yeah. Explorer Ventures Fleets. I think this is really, really good. Again, I will post this alongside with the St. Lucia information. But see, guys, these are things that I found while just walking around at that travel show. You guys should go. Well, if you don't, I'll go for you guys, and you guys should just come to me, and I'll help you guys plan your dream trip. Okay? What's next? So, New York State was the next one that I stopped at. There was a lot of locals, a lot of local booths around. But I thought it was interesting because sometimes in the United States you never actually get to travel either within the states to explore within the states or even within your own state. So New York State is very big. It's not just New York City. It's very, very big. But there's one thing that was so interesting in this one was they have this thing called Museum of Glass that I found it was so interesting. This is in Steuben County, New York. So all the way upstate. This is New York City here. I don't know if you guys can see. This is New York City here. And it's all the way up here, right? And I believe that's by what, Rochester? Close to Rochester and Syracuse. So that's a long ass drive. Just flying. Honestly, just flying. Don't try and drive upstate. Just the 6 hours drive. And within the city. If you're living from the city all the way upstate, just... Yeah, anyway. So, like, it even tells you here, like, approximately travel time for major cities to Corning, New York. If you're in Albany, it's 3.5 hours. If you're in Boston, it's 6 hours. If you're in Buffalo, all the way up there, it's just 2 hours. If you're in DC, it's 5.5 hours. If you're in Rochester, Scranton, 2 hours. Philadelphia, 4 hours. Pittsburgh, 4.5 hours. New York City, 4.5 hours. So, but anyway, it is a very interesting place. Like, look at this. It's so cute. So if you want like a quick getaway, but you don't want to break the bank, like they even have races and runs too. Like if you don't want to break the bank, like, music for the soul, they have music festivals up there too. I would just say, hey, get a car, rent a car and just go up there. Right? Just go up there. Enjoy the weekend, and they probably have some vineyards up there too that you can enjoy, some lake activities too that you can go up there for. Nature therapy is what they call it, but it's maybe I'll do this one. Marathon up there, I think would be so cool. But yes, for those of you that I said it. Did I not say it? They have, this is so cute, see? They have, sorry, we're gonna pivot this way so I can see and you can see at the same time. So they have holiday events, a quick girlfriend's getaway. I did one to the Hamptons for one of my friend's birthday during low season. It was really, really nice. Girls getaway. Also, craft beverage lovers, of course, they do have breweries up there that you can go up there, enjoy, and do a whole little tour of. And of course, my wine connoisseurs, they have things like that for it too. So enjoy the state that you're in. Your state probably has something like this too. This is for New York State people. If you don't want to break the bank, you just want a quick weekend getaway, this is a good place for you guys. And also within your own state too, you can maybe just go outside of the city and you will find something for yourself. It's not gonna break the budget. It's not gonna break the bank. It's gonna be within what you want, right? So we all have different access to be able to travel. Use it. Okay? Okay. So, the last one I'm going to show you guys today, South Africa. Discovering South Africa. Now, this is called, what are they? Go Touch Down. That is what this is about. Like, this is who they are. This is what it's about. That's who they are. Go Touch Down. They're travel and tours together. So what they're pretty much, it's in South Africa, discovering South Africa, and they pretty much have a whole breakdown for you of what they do. And it's pretty much you are traveling to South Africa, you are going to stay in one of their cabins, and they will take you on tours, right? The price itself, everything is included except for airfare. So they have 3 days to Victoria Falls. If you want to see the safari or a combo of those. If you want to do a trip to Cape Town. They have a 10-day and their average is 6 guests per tour. So this is very, very good for group trips, right? If you want to go on that guy trips, if you want to go on the girls trips, perfect. And so let's take a look at one of their itineraries. Right? This is so beautiful. Can you guys look at this? It's so beautiful. This is one of their cabins here. And I actually had a chance to talk to the guy himself. Got his information as to like how they really plan it all out, and it's tailored to what you want at the end of the day. So let's look at their 10-day signature experience, right? Adventure experience. If you're not adventurous, this is not for you. It's okay if you're not adventurous. It's okay, but just stay in your lane. This is not for you. Okay, so 10 days signature adventure experience. That costs about $4,000, right? And that's for, again, divide by the amount of people you're going. Not that expensive, I think. But yeah, I'll get back to you on that. But this is what it includes, right? Includes 22 meals included with gratuities, right? So 9 breakfasts, 4 lunches, 9 dinners. So all your food is included. So it's giving me almost like a cruise type vibes, right? The excursions are included as well. So this one had sunrise and sunset safaris. This one had Kruger Day, panorama route, morning and afternoon guide, and transport tours in Cape Town, right? And then also the accommodations are included there as well. So the Dunkeld Country and Equestrian Estate, Tushkudu Game Lounge, Ladybird Vineyards Lounge, right? So you have your personal guides, your tour departures, weekly updates. There is no middleman because you're booking directly with them. So there is no like any kind of increase in the price and whatnot. So this is really good it's solo friendly too. So again, for those of my solo travelers, one thing that we really, really always look out for is safety wise, especially if you're a female. So this is really good as well for you guys. And also imagine if you went on a huge tour like this with a group of your own friends, right? Your own family. Takes everything, all the planning out for you, right? If you're someone who doesn't really like planning excursions, you want to go there, but you don't really like planning or like getting the nitty gritty of the whole itinerary list, this is something that's good to go for you, right? Of course, you can always come to Wanderlust Consultant and we will create your own experience if you don't like something that's this rigid. If you want more flexibility to see more things, of course, come to Wanderlust Consultant and we'll try and put that all together for you. But if you're someone who this is interesting for you, go ahead and do it. We're going to empower you to do it. Okay? So this was Go, Touch, Down, Travel and Tours. Again, I will post this one too on our website as well as our Instagram page. So you guys have that. Those are just a few of the things that I was able to see at that travel show. There was a whole bunch of more booths that I didn't even get a touch on. So much more stuff. There was belly dancing that was there. There was some teas. People were selling teas from different countries that were there. Of course, the speakers. Oh my God, the speakers. There were books. It was so knowledgeable and inspiring, and I had so much fun. The one that's happening next year, I am going to go, and I do want you guys as well to plan to go to. Right? If you have the opportunity, if you have the means to, go. Or look within your own neighborhood. Are there any travel shows happening? Is there anyone who is a travel expert that's there? Or you can always just come back to our channel here and we'll give you all the information you need. Or go on our TikTok, Wanderlust Travels, or just go on our Instagram page as well. We are here for you. If you need us, you know where to go. Right? Go to our website. You guys do get, I don't know if I told you, but you do get free 15 minutes consultation with yours truly. So use me. I'm here for you guys because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that your traveling is smarter. How you plan your traveling is smarter and easier where you don't feel stressed out. You want to be on that trip, enjoying it, and not feel like when you come back, you have to go on another vacation. Okay? So I love you guys, and we'll see you guys next time, okay? See you.